We are exploring. Welcome to part 2 of my two-part video about the Jacksonville Museum of Military History in Jacksonville, Arkansas. On this rainy day, this should be some interesting indoor entertainment. Let's go and have a look. We are here in a big hall in the back of the museum, and the tables they have set up here are for a reception they have later today. Alright, there's a pilot all dressed up, a jet pilot in his ejection seat, and there in the back corner are some interesting displays. On the right, that's a trainer cockpit of an airplane, and here are some guys dressed up in uniforms, and this is probably a scene from the Iraq War. And just across there are a woman and a guy standing in a rice field in a scene from the Vietnam War. The scenes that they have staged here make you feel like you're in the middle of it. Here's another Vietnam display with a bicycle, and over here, this is pretty spooky. This is the Korean War, and this soldier here aiming his rifle, he is all painted green in his face, and this is a United States Marine Corps vehicle with the high air intake. This is probably good to cross rivers while still be able to supply the engine with the air it needs. This is pretty neat. And here is a Marine Corps, United States Marine Corps motorcycle. This motorcycle looks like you can really go places on it. And here's the spooky looking guy again, aiming his rifle at visitors. Wow, this is sort of creepy. Now, what comes next? What you see there is the warhead of, or the disarmed warhead of a Titan II missile. In Damascus, Arkansas, that's maybe 10 miles from here, there was an incident in 1980 where a Titan II Intercontinental nuclear ballistic missile exploded because at some maintenance somebody dropped the socket from a wrench, and that ruptured the fuel tank of the nuclear missile, and eventually that missile exploded and the warhead was blown out of the missile silo and was found the next day. Can you imagine a nuclear missile? Here's the control board from where this missile would have been fired. And here's some sleeve that was around the missile and some photos of it. That was a close encounter because a nuclear missile exploding in the middle of Arkansas, or its nuclear warhead going off in the 80s, in 1980, that would mean that Arkansas would still be uninhabitable. Here are some photos from of the debris from the missile and some newspaper coverage of this incident. And here is how soldiers would have been dressed up, and there's a missile, a photo of a Titan II missile being fired. Somebody here at the control board of the Titan II missile silo in Damascus, Arkansas. And these guys here, they sent a crew in to assess the damage, and they were dressed up in protective suits. That's over there a picture of the missile silo, and here are missile locations mapped out on a map. You can see there were a bunch of these missiles stationed in the United States. This is the backside, the inside where the inside of the tip of the missile where the nuclear warhead was installed. Look how used and worn all this looks. This is a very interesting exhibit here at the Museum of Military History. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it.